Hello everyone, my good friend over at Alloy7 posted up another Gamer Life video, level 11, and he proposed the question, how important is music to video games? Now I'm wearing a Metallica shirt right now, so that should answer the question right there, but for those who don't know me all that well, or if you happen to stumble across this video while browsing through YouTube and it was a recommended or something similar, you saw it on Alloy7's channel and decided to give it a watch, I run two YouTube channels, not just this one centered around video games. I actually have a more successful channel than this that is entirely centered around heavy metal, and I do two things mainly over there. One, I get demos from bands because most fans don't get to hear the demo versions of songs or the early demos from before they were signed or anything like that, and I post them on my channel. And two, I take albums from my collection of heavy metal and write, shoot, and edit video reviews of them. That right there should tell you that music is extremely important to me, and it is. I don't produce music myself like my friend over at Alloy7 does, but I too am an audiophile. I am obsessed with music. I want it to sound as good as it possibly can, and that's evident if you just look through my stereo equipment in my room. I also have a record collection as well. I love the sound of vinyl. I love how much more crystal clear it sounds, at least to us audiophiles, than a CD or an MP3 can or ever will. It's gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. As far as video games are concerned, a good soundtrack helps a video game quite a bit. There are games that elevate themselves above being just great by having excellent soundtracks. There are games where the soundtrack truly enhances everything else that the game does. Games like Doom would not be the same without their excellent soundtrack. Final Fantasies 4, 5, and 6. In fact, the Final Fantasy series as a whole, for the most part, almost all of them have extremely good music. The best of the bunch probably being 6. That soundtrack is phenomenal. I'm not going to say that there are no games that I've enjoyed that don't have good soundtracks. There are some games that don't have particularly memorable soundtracks that I have really, really enjoyed. Red Faction, for example, for the most part, I don't remember much of the music in that game at all. The title theme is pretty good, but other than that, I don't remember much at all. Jak 2 and 3 don't have soundtracks that are all that memorable, at least to me. I don't remember them, but I still love the game because they were so much fun to play and had such likable characters. Outside of the music not being that memorable, the sound design in those games was excellent. For the most part, a game can be enjoyable without having a great soundtrack, but there's one genre in particular that absolutely needs to nail the sound to get the game right, and that is horror games. So much of creating an atmosphere in a horror game is getting a good soundtrack and getting excellent sound design to go with that good soundtrack. If you don't have these two things, your horror game will fail. It won't even attempt to be frightening. Other than that, yeah, a good soundtrack can truly enhance a game and raise it above even how good it might have been without that. Final Fantasy 4, 5, 6, the entire Metal Gear Solid franchise, Super Metroid, the Legend of Zelda franchise, all of these games have excellent and very, very memorable soundtracks. Skyrim, the theme to Skyrim is just stunning, and Jeremy Soul's done a lot of good work dating all the way back to his very first game, Secret of Evermore, which also had a very good soundtrack. Check out the song Dog Maze on that, it's beautiful. As you can tell, I am very passionate about music. I absolutely love a good soundtrack, and while not 100% imperative to me, I much prefer to have a memorable soundtrack in a video game. Thank you everybody for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody, bye.